What up, YouTube? Joe Yoss back with another video. And today's topic, I want to cover a little short story of when I was younger, my early teenage years of when I almost got arrested for stealing. I wouldn't even consider it stealing. I mean, technically it was stealing, but like, come on, they were being really just stupid about it. So let me give you guys a little background about it. So I was at the age right now. I'm a freshman in high school, and I'm at the local gym in my neighborhood, not too far, about 15 minutes from my neighborhood, and I'm playing basketball. I'm hooping in the lower floor. I'm hooping with someone that's 2 years older than me, and it's kind of a plaza, right? There's like a grocery store. There's a bunch of different stores in this plaza as well with the gym. And after we were done hooping, my man comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, you want to go get some food at the grocery store?" Because the grocery store has a big like little food area. I was like, "Yeah, I was down." I'm 13 at the time. I was like, "Screw it, I got nothing else to do. This is the weekend right now." So we head to this grocery store. We just walk around for a bit. We're talking. We're talking about that basketball session. We're just chopping it up. And I don't know. I was looking at the food. I was looking at the price. I'm like, I don't got no money for this shit, bro. Everything was overpriced at the time. And I'm 13 years old. I'm broke. And he was like, "Bro, just take a few things and eat them, but they're not going to say anything." So, being my, younger self, I didn't know right from wrong. So I took a fry and notice what I said. I took one singular fry and one chicken wing. And I put it in this little small plate, and I took it and went upstairs with it. My friend at the time loaded up his plate. This guy got like $30 worth of food in his big old plate and took it upstairs. So we're upstairs, we're chomping it up, and I talked with him for about maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then, I ate my little chicken wing and fry and just left, and I stood outside the store. I was waiting for my sibling to come pick me up. I was outside for about 5 minutes or so, and this overweight Caucasian police officer hops out of Wegmans and just taps me on the shoulder. And he's like, "I need you to come in with me real quick." I look at him up and down. At that time, I was thinking about running. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I turned around. I started looking around the area of where I can run to. And he saw me scoping out the area. And he was like, "Please don't run." And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, bro, what can he do from just because I ate a chicken wing and fry? He's not going to arrest me, right? So I was like, instead of running and possibly getting caught, let me just go inside. So I go inside. They put me in this little room with like 60,000 cameras, bro. You got a couple grocery store workers with loss prevention. And they're telling me, like, "Why are you stealing food? Why are you doing this?" I'm 13 at the time. They're like, "Hey, do you have an ID?" Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, "Dude, what? ID?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm 13. I don't even have a wallet. I got nothing." So they sit me down. It's like, "Hey, do you have a sibling? What's your parents' phone number? What's your sibling's phone number?" So I just give them my sister's phone number, and they communicate to my sister. And I'm going to be honest, at that time I had a bad attitude. So I'm giving attitude back and forth to the cop, to the workers. I'm telling them, "Bro, y'all tripping. Y'all can lick my nuts and stuff like that." I was pretty much telling them, like, "F off. Like, get me the hell out of here, bro. I'm about to walk out." And then the police officer, he's threatening me like, "Hey, I'm about to arrest you." I'm like, "You want to arrest a 13-year-old over a frying chicken?" And they're like, "Hey, we don't calculate it off the amount of food you get. We weigh it." I'm like, "Dude, I don't care, but let me get out of the store." And they're showing me my friend who's still sitting on top eating because, this guy got a big old meal. So they're showing me in 4K him eating. And after about 15, 20 minutes, my sister comes. They put me in handcuffs. I guess they just want, their little egos pissed them off. He called backup for a 13-year-old. They put me in handcuffs. My sister came. They let me go. I left. As I was leaving, I saw my man's finishing up, like, about to throw his leftovers in the trash and about to head out. And the police officers were heading out, like, "Hey, bro, can you leave the store? We're gonna take your friend in." And notice how my friend, he took a $30 meal, took a good amount of food. He was and at the time he was like 17, so they could definitely do something with that. So as I'm walking out, at the corner of my eye, I look back to my right, and I see my mans that went down the steps get caught up by two police officers, and I see him take him to the room. And yeah, the next day I saw him at school. It was a Sunday that we were doing that. I saw him on Monday. I was like, "Yo, what happened yesterday?" He's like, "Bro, they handcuffed me. They trespassed me off the store." Speaking of trespassing, they trespassed me for a year out of that grocery store. The only way I can come back in is with a parent. I don't know how they're gonna track that. I don't really care. I don't even think I went back to that store for a few years after that. But yeah, he got trespassed. He actually got banned for life. He got banned from that grocery store for life for doing that. They took him down to the station. They took his name, and then he got let go. With a guardian came down, they let him go. But yeah, man, I really almost got arrested off eating literally a singular chicken wing and a singular fry. these cops really just handcuffed me. They were talking so down on me like I'm some freaking multiple time criminal. Like I'm a felony activist. Like, what the hell are y'all talking about? I just wanted to eat a chicken wing and fry before I head home, but I was starving. Bro, I'm telling you, some cops are just like, they got ego problems. Some cops are nice, but these cops definitely had an ego problem. He was overweight, man. Dude's better hit the damn gym, bro. You're damn chopped. But yeah, like I said, I got banned from the store for a year. I trespassed for a year with that parent and guardian. I wasn't be able to enter the store, and that's how I went, man. So guys, watch out from these grocery stores. Target, any grocery store. This didn't happen at Target. It's happened at a grocery store. But all these big stores, they all have multiple different workers like staring at cameras, tracking you down, and usually you have to take a certain amount of money. Steal a certain amount of money for them to actually stop you and take you in. But bro, they took me in off a chicken wing and fry. Just to tell you guys, like, yo, watch out. World's crazy. I did want to mention I did have my school ID at the time, and the address on the school ID was the school, of course. They thought it was my home address, so they actually sent an invoice check that I had to pay. It was like, I don't know, $20 for a chicken wing and fry. And they invoiced the school, so I actually never ended up paying the invoice. And yeah, that's how the story really ended. I left and never came back until a few years later. But that's it. That's your boy Jillias, and I'm out of here. See ya.